ahead and hit this one. Okay, so we're going to do a seated yoga. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is bring hands, thumbs against your sternum. We're going to breathe in, and we're going to breathe out. And we're going to gently breathe in, and then we're going to breathe out. We're going to reach our hands up overhead. Make sure your biceps are by your ears. Bring your arms apart. We're going to hold this, breathing. Gently breathing. Three, 2, 1. Good. Okay, one arm we're going to go to the side as far as you can comfortably go. Two, 1, and then the other side. Make sure you're focusing in on your breathing. Deep breaths in. 3, 2, 1. You're going to wrap your arms as best you can around and hold. This one's pretty intense. You'll feel it in your shoulders. Make sure those shoulders are pulled down so you're not creeping them up. We're going to hold for another 5 seconds. And then go the other way. Three, 2, 1. Good. So now we're going to bring up left or right knee and left arm. We're going to hold. Should be feeling this in the piriformis and in your hip flexor, your butt. 2, 1, and now we're going to switch and go the other side. Two, 1. Good. This one might be a little bit tougher if you can't get the foot, but I want you to bring this foot up as best you can on the knee. Good. Now, the big thing is with this one, just a gentle push down, not too hard. It'll open up that hip flexor, and you should feel that in the piriformis.
I can't do that one.
Okay. Okay. I've got one that we can do with you at the next section, the same kind of thing. And then we'll go this way. Other leg. The other option for this one, we'll do, you can have your hands and go down as far as you can comfortably go towards the floor, and that'll give you kind of the same kind of stretch in the hip flexors and then in the piriformis in the butt. And go as far as you can go comfortably. Sometimes in those hip flexors it can open them up too far, and we don't want to do that. Just as comfortable as you can go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, come back up. Arms overhead. And then what I want you to do is, if you have a back, I want you to lean back as far as you can comfortably go. We're going to lean back. If you have the chair, use the chair back and go back as far as you can go comfortably. Well, that one feels pretty good. I like this one. Three, two, one. Okay, this one again, we're going to roll straight down. I want you to have a little bit narrower stance with your legs instead of far apart, a little bit narrower. And we're just going to come down as far as we can go comfortably. If you can touch to the floor, that's good too. But just as comfortable as you can go. If you just want to put your hands on your shins, that's fine too.
Is your back supposed to be straight?
Yes, always keep your back straight with all these poses, please.
I feel like my butt tight.
Okay, then roll back up. Okay. Now in this one, I'm going to have you bring up your right leg as high as you can comfortably go. If it's too much, then don't go too high. If you need to support underneath, you can. You're just going to bring that leg up as high as you can. We're going to hold. 2, 1. Okay, we're going to switch to the other side. There you go. And if you need to support underneath, that's okay too. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so now I want you to bring that knee up as high as you comfortably can go on the one foot we just brought up. We're going to hold that. And then I want you to lean a little bit forward into that knee. Okay, we're going to switch to the other side. Bring that foot up towards your knee. Yep, bring that knee up towards your chest as far as you can go. And we're just going to hold that. And then bring that foot back down. And then I'm going to have you sit facing me, but I want you to, if you need to grab on, and we're going to pull towards the left side. And we're just going to see if we can stretch out that low back, and we're going to hold that. We got a couple more, and then we're going to be doing some standing ones. Okay, and then go to the other side. Make sure you're keeping your hips facing forward and getting that good twist in the spine, but only go as far as you can comfortably go. If you need to hold, you can hold here. Three more seconds. 2, 1. Good. Okay. I want you to take your hands behind your back and clasp, and then just have them up behind you. If you need to use the back of the chair to rest, that's totally fine. And I want you to keep your back straight and lean towards me. And we're just going to stretch out those shoulders. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then I want you to roll down, but bring those arms up a little bit behind you as best you can. We're going to go for about 10 seconds on this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay, we got 2 more wide to go forward. We're What I want you to do is on your left leg, I'm going to have you reach down towards the floor over your left leg. Okay, so you're trying to put your hands towards the floor as far down as you can go. Okay, keep your back straight. So you're going to do a wide leg fold towards that left leg. 3, 2, 1, and then you're going to go towards your right leg. So you should feel a little bit of stretch in those hamstrings. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So now I want you to come up. I want you to cross both arms. Okay. And then I'm just going to have you go down and sway gently left to right. Just really gentle. No napping now. I gotta get some more energy in here so I don't put you guys to sleep. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's stand up. So with your chair in front of you, we're going to put our hands on the back of the chair, and I want you to be a good, so you've got some distance, but what you're going to do is you're going to bend down, and your head is going to go through your arms towards your knees. You should feel a really good stretch in your low back. Keep your legs soft. Don't lock your knees. And also make sure your back is straight. Pull those shoulders back. 3, 2, 1. Good. And then come back up. And from here, I'm going to have you put your hands on the chair. And I'm going to have you go up on your toes best you can. And then you're just going to stretch up as high as you possibly can, stretching out those calves. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay. So I'm going to go to the side so you can see me a little bit better. But from here, I'm going to have you put your hands on your chair, and then I'm just going to have you bring that foot back, and you're going to hold. And what I want you to do is make sure it's straight back, and make sure you're standing up tall like the beautiful ladies that you are. 3, 2, 1. Other side. Bring that heel back. You should be engaging all of your glutes. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. Keep your chair near you for balance purposes, because we're going to do some more standing ones. So the first one's going to be mountain pose. This is very simple. Both hands down towards your side, palms towards me, facing forward. And what I want you to do is your feet are shoulder width apart. Make sure you're flat, flat, flat. Straight up. I want you straight up like a string's pulling through your head. And then I'm going to have you look up as best you can. And we're going to hold this pose. I was reading some people hold this pose for 2 to 3 minutes, and I was like, whoa. But I'm not gonna have you hold it that long to start. 5. Let's go another 15 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Very good. Okay, so the next one, we did this seated, but it's called the upward salute. Again, you're going to bring your arms up by and don't hit the fan. up by your biceps up by your ears, and you're going to go straight above your head. And you're going to hold. And when you're doing this, I want you to make sure that you're standing up tall. Your back's in a neutral position, and I don't want you to lock your knees. And you're breathing. Hold your belly in. I'm going to adjust my camera here. Another 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, the next one is going to be a different warrior pose. We've done warrior 2. We're going to do warrior 1. So you're going to go into kind of the same stance you were in before. Front foot. This one can be a little bit angled, but I want both feet flat on the floor. You're going to go with your hips towards, you're going to turn towards me, and you're going to bring both arms overhead. Yes. And if you want to go into that front lunge a little bit deeper, you can. But start where you're comfortable. We're going to do this on each side. 5, 4. Make sure you're breathing. Okay, that's what that, and then we're going to switch and go the other side. I think I like this one a little bit better than Warrior 2. Then lean into that knee a little bit.
I think then you're supposed to go into this one. I think.
Yes.
Dancer's pose or something.
3, 2, 1. Yeah, you can bring the leg up. We're going to go into chair pose, however, which is trying to progress through these a little bit. So you're going to bring your feet together as best you can. Okay, and it's kind of like you're sitting in a chair and you're bringing those arms up overhead. And then lean forward with those arms just slightly. So it's like, feels like you're trying to sit your butt in the chair. This one's kind of hard. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. Shake out a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to stretch you out again. So I'm going to have you lean over. Have we all done the sun salutation in this group?
I think we did a modified one, I think, last week, I think.
Yeah, I think a couple of you have. Okay. So, heart back, hands back to heart. And we're going to go through this as the last one. So we're going to go up overhead. Arms out to T position. Making sure you're standing up nice and tall. And then we're going to lean forward halfway, stopping. Arms still out. And I'm going to modify this one a little bit as we go down. So as we go down, I want your hands on your shins. And then just make sure that your back is nice and straight and your shoulders are pulled back. And you're just going to hold that stretch. You can go to the floor with your hands. So I'm going to have you take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, I want you to lower your hands down your shins just a tiny bit. and then stop. And then you're going to take another deep breath in. And as you're blowing out, your hands go down just a little bit further down your shins. It's a good way to get the stretch with the breathing. Okay, and then we're going to come back up halfway, arms back up. Again, make sure you're rolling those shoulders back so your back's nice and straight. And then we're going to come back up to full T position. Arms overhead. And make sure that those biceps are by your ears so you're getting a good stretch. Back to heart center. And we're going to hold here for another 10 seconds to breathe. Awesome. Okay. Put your hands up in front of you like this. We're going to stretch a little bit. I'm going to have you go to one side. We're going to stretch. And then stretch the other side. Then back to center. Hands clasped behind. Reach back. We're not going to do a full IT band stretch, but I'm going to have you, if you need to hold on, crisscross your legs or put one foot in front of the other. And then I'm just going to have you reach down the best you can so we can stretch out. If you need to hold on, that is perfectly fine. And then switch your feet. Make sure both feet are as flat on the floor as you can possibly get them. And then roll back up. We're going to do some shoulder rolls. We're going to do 5 back, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to go 5 forward, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to go full shoulder shrug. I'm going to have you pull up, hold, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, then back down, relax. I'm going to have you twist to one side and hold. I'm going to loosen up the fascia and then go to the right. And then back to center. And you're good. Little bit of a different workout today, but wanted to give this a try of